Hi, welcome to another episode of Real Talk. I'm your host, Minister Holloman. We have some things planned for you. We are in progress of getting things finished. We are so sorry we have been off the air for such a long time that we just got behind with stuff, and life doesn't stop because you do podcasts. But we just wanted to let y'all know we'll be back next Thursday to with new guests, new topics, things that we really need to talk about, because there is a need to talk. And as long as we don't talk and we don't communicate with each other, things will never get resolved. So this week is going to be a special week. We're going to go back and recount some things. Some past guests will be here in the studio just to make sure that we are back on track where we are supposed to be. But this time it's a little twist to what we do. I will give you heads up, but I think y'all might just get it too quick. I don't think we should do that because it'll give away everything we're ready to do. I want to thank all the sponsors that have come on board with this to help us to spread the word of the Lord and to talk about some topics that the politicians don't want to talk about, that church people don't want to talk about, that people that are in the mix of other things that it shouldn't be don't want to talk about. That's why the podcast is called Let's Talk. Real Talk, I'm sorry. And we're going to do some real talking. We're going to sit there and discuss why is it so hard for young people to talk to older people? Why is it that young people don't want to listen? Why is it that old people don't want to give words, pathetic, don't want to give good, encouraging words to the young people? But you got to remember, people of the old, we are the past. They're the future. If we want our grandchildren, great-grandchildren to have a future, we got to start getting back to the part where we talk about things rather than act out. Because most of the things that we're ready to talk about is simply how most of the people feel. Remember, everything that you do is not going to be welcome. I learned that in the time that I was going off of the air, that everybody don't like what you're doing because either they're not doing it or it's not as good as theirs, or they're just plain jealous of what you're doing. But I had to learn in the time that I was going away from you guys that I got to do what I got to do no matter who likes it and who doesn't. And because God will hold me responsible for what I do and don't do. I learned that you can't count on friends and everybody else. You got to do what you got to do regardless of how it may turn out. Because remember, you're not the one that's going to get the glory, honor, and praise out of it. It's going to belong to God. So I want to do what I got to do. If I can do this to help someone, I'm going to continue to help someone. This is Minister Holloman for the podcast Real Talk. We'll see y'all next Thursday. Have a blessed one.